A climber reaches for a handhold. His fingers wrap around the rock. Something moves underneath. 8 legs. Venom that liquefies tissue. And it's already too late. Hit subscribe right now. Because what I'm about to show you at the 8-minute mark will change how you see every cliff face forever. This isn't just another spider video. This is about nature's most ruthless ambush predators. And they're closer than you think.
No, 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 no.
Here's what they don't tell you about cliff-dwelling spiders. They don't build webs. They don't wait. They hunt. Did you know that some species can detect vibrations from 15 feet away? That's the length of a small car. They feel you before you even see them. And here's the terrifying part. These spiders have evolved in one of Earth's harshest environments. Vertical rock faces, constant wind, no shelter. To survive there, you have to be a killer. At 7:32, you'll see footage that made researchers question everything they knew about spider behavior. But first, let me show you why these hunters are unlike anything else with 8 legs. Remember this. Huntsman spiders on cliffs are 30% more aggressive than their forest cousins. Keep that number in mind. It matters. Picture a spider the size of your hand. Now make it faster. The cliff huntsman can move at speeds up to 3 feet per second. That's faster than you can swipe your phone screen. But speed is just the beginning. Their legs are covered in thousands of microscopic hairs. Each hair splits into hundreds of smaller branches. This creates something scientists call van der Waals forces. Basically, molecular attraction that lets them stick to anything. Glass, metal, wet rock. Imagine you're rock climbing. Your chalk-covered hands are slipping. The spider? Perfect grip. Every single time. But it gets worse. Their eyes, they have 8 of them. They create a 360-degree field of vision. You cannot sneak up on them. You cannot hide. And when they lock onto prey, they don't miss. Here's what happened in Thailand, 2021. A researcher named Dr. Sarah Chen was studying cave systems. She placed her hand on a ledge, felt something move. By the time she looked down, the spider had already struck. 3 puncture wounds, venom coursing through her finger. She described the pain as electrical fire under the skin. And that's not even the terrifying part. If you're still watching, you're braver than most. Hit that like button because we're about to enter the kill zone. Cliff spiders don't just bite, they strategize. Scientists using high-speed cameras discovered something shocking. These spiders calculate trajectory. They measure distance. They wait for the exact moment when prey is most vulnerable. Yes, you. If you were climbing, they'd wait until your weight shifts, until you're reaching, until you can't defend yourself. Then they attack. The venom contains a cocktail of proteins that do 3 things. Paralyze the nervous system, break down cell walls, begin digestion before the prey is even dead. Hold on, because what I'm about to tell you kept me up at night. In Australia's Blue Mountains, researchers documented huntsman spiders taking down prey 5 times their size. Birds, lizards, even small snakes. How? They go for the neck. Always the neck. One bite severs the spinal cord. The prey drops. The spider drags it back to its crevice, sometimes hauling it straight up a vertical cliff face. Here's where it gets crazy. Comment below, team run or team fight. Because in 2019, a climber in Colorado didn't run. He tried to brush one off his arm. Bad idea. The spider bit 3 times in 2 seconds. His hand swelled to twice its normal size. He nearly lost his grip 200 feet above the ground. We'll come back to what happened to him later. But first, there's a reason I'm telling you all this. These spiders aren't just mindless killers. They're intelligent predators with learned behaviors. Remember that 30% aggression increase I mentioned? Here's why it matters. Cliff environments create evolutionary pressure, limited prey, harsh conditions, competition for every crack and crevice. The aggressive ones survive. The passive ones starve. Natural selection in real time. Scientists studying cliff-dwelling huntsman spiders in Southeast Asia discovered they use 3 distinct hunting techniques. The ambush, hide in shadow, wait for days, strike when prey passes within 6 inches. The chase, detect movement, sprint at full speed, corner prey against rock face, no escape. The drop attack, position above prey, release grip, Free fall onto target. Bite during impact. Imagine you're hiking. You stop to rest against a boulder. You feel something on your neck. The metallic taste of fear hits your tongue. You freeze. Because at this point, movement triggers the attack reflex. And that's not even the scary part. Still watching? Good, because only 5% of viewers make it to this part, and you need to see what comes next. At 9:47, like I promised, here's the footage that changed everything. Researchers in Brazil were filming cliff faces using thermal imaging. They expected to see maybe a dozen spiders per 100 square feet. They found 147. The rocks were covered. Absolutely infested. But wait till you hear this. The spiders weren't competing. They were cooperating. When large prey appeared, a bird, a bat, multiple spiders would attack simultaneously. Coordinated strikes from different angles, like a pack of wolves in spider form. This shouldn't be possible. Huntsman spiders are solitary. They're territorial. They should be fighting each other. Instead, they were hunting as a team. Dr. Marcus Rodriguez, lead researcher. We watched them take down a falcon. A falcon. 8 spiders, synchronized attack pattern, dead bird in under 30 seconds. Here's what this means for you. Remember that climber in Colorado I mentioned? The one who got bit? He survived. Barely. But here's the twist. When rescue teams reached him, they found 3 spiders on his rope. Not 1. 3. They'd followed him, hunted him. Check your climbing gear before you use it tomorrow. Seriously, because these spiders don't just defend territory anymore. New research suggests they're actively expanding their range. Climate change is pushing them to higher altitudes, different regions, closer to populated trails. And if you think this is crazy, let's step back for a second. Why should you care about cliff spiders being efficient killers? Because evolution doesn't create monsters. It creates survivors. These spiders represent 400 million years of predatory refinement. Every adaptation, the speed, the venom, the intelligence, it exists because it works. They're not evil. They're not malicious. They're perfect at what they do. And here's the bigger picture. We share this planet with creatures that operate on completely different rules. We think of cliffs as recreational challenges. To these spiders, it's a battlefield, and they own it. If you made it this far, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next week. Because there's something even more terrifying than cliff spiders. Something that hunts them. Remember that climber? The one reaching for a handhold at the beginning? He lived, but he never climbed again. Because once you know they're there, hiding in every crack, every shadow, every perfect grip, you can't unknow it. Here's your final shocking revelation. The largest cliff huntsman ever recorded measured 12 inches across. It was found in Laos in 2023. The locals had a name for it, translating roughly to the hand that pulls you down. 4,000 spider bites reported annually from cliff-dwelling species. That's 11 people every day. You've been warned. Hit that like button if you'll think twice before your next climb. Subscribe for next week's video where we explore what hunts these apex predators. And trust me, you won't believe what kills nature's perfect killer. Comment below. Have you ever seen one of these in the wild? Your story might save someone's life. Next time you reach for a rock, make sure it doesn't reach back.